All right. Oh, I got to put my ears in, folks. Give me just a second here. Someone needs to make the first comment so I can see if my comments are working to share on screen here in a second. We do have some early numbers here in just a second. Thank you, Josh Seabolt. I'm going to hit send, and hopefully that will pop up on my screen after I do this. Minimize this. Comment, Josh Seabolt. There it is. Thank you, Josh. I have some pretty cool graphics I'm proud of. Give me just a second. Let me get my ears in real quick. There are some early numbers coming in here. Absentee voting and in-person voting early on. Got some graphics this year. I've upped my game a little bit on the graphics game, so I hope you guys will be proud of that here in just a minute. As soon as I get my ears in. All right, so now I can hear you guys won't hear an echo. Now, let me get everything organized here real quick. I just came from a meeting, so I'm a little unorganized here just for a brief second here, though. Let me get this popped up over here, move this over here. All right. Good to see you, Cindy, Tanya. Glad. Bradley Havener, you have not missed anything. I got some news on your race here in just a second, Mr. Bradley. Miss Shirley, good to see you. Miss Debbie as well. Thank you guys for commenting so I can make sure our comments are working. And I'm going to make sure right here one more time. Cindy's should pop up. There we go. All right. We'll share some numbers in here. We can just have a nice talk, a nice community forum here as the numbers will slowly come in through the night. I guess we can turn this music off now. I got a lot of mouses going on there. So, okay, there we go. Audio looks good. Get the microphone out of the way. I think we're about set here to see some of the initial numbers here. And again, I will be updating the numbers as they come in. Let me get this organized here one more quick. Again, I just came from a meeting, so I'm trying to figure out where everything is going to be at. I got all my screens working here. Is it going to be this one? Where did my numbers go? Hold on one second. Let me get this organized, and then I promise I'll have everything ready to go for the rest of the night. I'll try to keep up with most of your comments and questions. If not, feel free to talk to each other here. Okay, give me 1 second here. I have the numbers the initial numbers already in the database, but I got to get ready for the precincts. The polls close at 7 o'clock. I drove by First Assembly, which is where I get the vote here in Guthrie, and it was a clean parking lot. They've already got all their votes in. They've actually sent me a picture from First Assembly, and I can probably share those here in just a minute. But now they are, all the polling precincts are now taking all the ballots to the Logan County Election Board, and then the Election Board will put it into their system. That will be sent over to the State Election Board, and then that's how it gets to us. Okay, I am set on my screen. Okay, here comes the new graphics. I gotta see if this works. Nope, not that one. Stand by here. I will have it just a second. 2-box NDI. Okay. Minimize that. There we go. Ready for the new graphics? Hope it works. Oh, new graphics. How about that? And we'll have this. What I'll show you here, most the stuff that I'll follow here on this is all the local information. We'll have the county commissioner race for District 2. We'll have the House District 31, the Board of Education. All those are, of course, Logan County matters. Then I'll have the state question 802, the Democrat Center, U.S. Center, the Republican U.S. Center, the Luther School Board, the Logan County Clerk, House District 33 Incorporation. These are Logan County numbers. And then here in a little bit, we'll get to the state numbers. For Republican Senator Jim Inhofe, we'll look at him, how he did statewide. But right now, let's just start with some of our local races here. Again, these are absentee mail or people who went in early to vote this past week or yesterday. So Logan County Commissioner District 2 is what we're looking at here. Mike Pearson, looking for another term, has 43% of the vote. Cody Ellis right now with 160 of those votes. He has 50% of the vote. Mitchell Madison dropped out of the race, but he was already on the ballots. The ballots were already printed out, so his name is on there, and he dropped out last week. So 24 votes go nowhere. But do remember this in Logan County Commissioner District 2, the winner tonight has to get 50% of the vote. Mute that. The winner tonight of this race. Get this off of here. We'll snooze. The winner has to have 50% of the vote. If nobody gets 50% of the vote, the top two will go to a runoff in August. So Mike Pearson was in the same situation in 2016 with two challengers, and he was able to get 53% in 2016. He's looking to do that again this year, but it'll come down to Mike Pearson or Cody Ellis, and if they don't get 50%, the top two, which will more than likely be them, would be heading to a runoff in August. All right, let's look at the other Logan County race. That is for the court clerk. And Cheryl Watts Smith, the incumbent right now, has 72% of the vote with 617 votes. Jackie Wolfenton with 245 votes. And the county clerk will take a little bit longer to get the final results tonight, just because they have 22 precincts. Logan County District 2 only has 6 precincts, as the only voters in District 2 get the vote. And so you have 22 Logan County wide there for that race. So those are your 2 Logan County races there. Look at House District 31 between Carmen Greider and Gary Mize. This is on the Republican ballot. They have 13 precincts down in South Logan County primary, also in the Guthrie area. But Gary Mize right now out to a 74-26% advantage there. 599 votes to 211. Again, these are absentees and early voting numbers. And let me get my comments here and make sure I'm where are my comments? There they are. Okay, good deal. Okay. Yes, Joe, we know the procedures, but a lot of people don't, and we got some time to fill in, so I'm by myself, so that's why we're going over that. So that is House District 31 right now. It's the other one tonight. The Board of Education for Guthrie Public Schools, office number 7, Travis Salee, the incumbent, right now with 514 votes. Bradley Havener with 360 votes. And they will have 13 precincts that we will wait for those to come in as well. Again, most of that is down in, that's office number 7 is down in South County, but everybody in the Guthrie School District gets the vote for that. Some other questions here for Logan County, 802. Of course, the Medicaid question there. 62% of the Logan County voters have said yes. Again, we'll look at some of the state numbers right now, but these are just Logan County numbers there, and that should not be 06. That should be 22. And let me see if I can get that fixed here real quick. There we go. Save that just in case something happens. The Democratic Center race, Abby Broyles, the former Channel 4 reporter, 460 votes, 65% of that. Again, same scenario here. If someone gets 50% tonight, they move on to November against the Republican. If they don't get 50%, then they will have a runoff. The top 2 will have a runoff in August. The Republican side of the U.S. Senator race, Neil Mavis, Jim Inhofe, John Tompkins, and J.J. Stitt. Jim Inhofe expected to be a big winner there, already out to a big lead with 77% of the vote. Luther School District, yes, there are 2 precincts. Luther School District does come into Logan County. They have 2 precincts, and those are some of the numbers there. Just want to be fair, just in case we have some of our Luther friends out there watching. House District 33, that comes into Logan County a little bit as well in the eastern part of Logan County. And John Talley, the incumbent, with 4 votes. Bryce Chafin with the 2 votes there. And then the final one here is the Corporation Commissioner on the Republican side. And that is Todd Hyatt, expected to win here tonight, and has the early votes of 78 to 22%. So those are the early numbers here. So now we wait for the election numbers to come rolling in. We'll just kind of take a look at these here in just a second. Get any questions. Where is Phil? Good question, Ryan. Not sure where Phil's at, but I'm sure he's off doing something productive. All right. Give me a second here. Maybe pull up some of these. So this is how it happens here. We got to talk to each other. We got to fill in. We got to wait for the numbers to come in. So that's the hurry up and wait type deal. It will come in fairly quick. I've only heard of one precinct that had a line after 7 o'clock. Again, if you're in line at 7 o'clock, people will have a chance to vote. They have to wait. If for everyone's in line, they will have a chance to vote. So. Just a second here and just kind of scroll through these numbers. County results. And if there might be a possibility that we might be able to get advance notice of who wins the county commissioner race. There's only 6 precincts. And so we might maybe be able to hear that one earlier than the other one. So hopefully I sent a few people out if they have those numbers to send them to me. So if they come out quick, then we'll go there. But make sure there's no. Okay, yeah, right now there's none of the precincts have been reported to the Logan County Election Board as of yet. So with that. Josh Seabolt asking me about projected winners. Time out 1 second. Okay. Phil, see, now everybody, see, Josh wants to know the projected winners, and then we got Phil Nichols wants to know who. I know who Chris thinks is going to win. Oh, yeah, I did share my election projections. Of course, it's just a projection. And by the way, I want to say hi to little Tommy Hamilton. Tommy watching his first election coverage. So good to see you, little Tommy. Tommy is a cool dude. Got his big boy haircut too. So. I mean, I don't know if anybody cares what I think who's going to win. We'll have the answers here in a little bit, and aren't we kind of glad that the election cycle is finally here, and a lot of us can move on from some of that back and forth political. A lot of people like that stuff, and it got interesting in a couple races here in Logan County. So. Yeah, I maybe I should have had some fill on here, but then I would have to get an insurance claim and all that good stuff. So let's just look at these races again. Mike Pearson, the incumbent, looking for his fourth term in a row here, taking on Cody Ellis and Mitchell Madison. Again, Mitchell Madison dropped out last week, and so those 24 votes really could have gone to the other candidates, but maybe some people didn't know that, but Mitchell Madison filed for the paperwork and then got out of the race, and then I got to turn that off there. And then he endorsed Mike Pearson for that place there. So, and then, so right now Cody Ellis with 50%. Board of Education, Travis Lee. Of course, school boards are nonpartisan. They're not Republican. They're not Democrat on that. So this is a nonpartisan deal here. Travis Lee, the incumbent, with 59% of the vote. Second here. Again. We can maybe look at some of the state results here early. Let's see how state question 802 is doing. State questions. Let's see how state question 802. Of course, let's look at Logan County real quick here. 802 in Logan County. 62% yes votes, but for the state, it's even larger than that. It's at 71% of the vote. Of course, these are absentee mail, and early voting, and a little bit of election day for state question 802. 73 of the almost 2,000 precincts reporting there. So right now, statewide, 802 has it at 71.69%. We'll see how that plays out here in just a little while. And we'll go here. Make sure my comment's still working here. There we go. Carol, Miss Carol, good to see you. Asking about the court clerk. And those are the numbers right there. Cheryl Watts-Smith, the incumbent, at 617. Cheryl won election 2016, did not draw an opponent, but let's see here. Regina Zemak, I think it was 2014, 15, somewhere in there, retired. And so Cheryl was appointed to the court clerk by the Board of County Commissioners. And so Cheryl ran in 2016, did not pick up a challenger. And so here we are in 2020. She did pick up a challenger this time, Jackie Wolfington, who many people know as a bail bondsman here in the Guthrie area. She also goes across the state with the bail bond company that she has as well. So it was Cheryl Smith did not take any contributions. She funded her entire campaign. Jackie was able to raise a little bit of money, and I think both ladies have done a good job of running a good race, a good clean race. So those are the numbers for the court clerk, and so they really did a really good job. They both spoke at the Republican Women's Forum type deal, and both spoke well, and both did a good job of representing their platforms. So, the winner obviously moves on, but the person who loses tonight shouldn't be ashamed. They did a good job, and they both did a really good job of doing their. Okay, we have one precinct coming in here, and I want to see here. I want to update the ones that of Logan County interest here first. Let me get here, District 31. Update this a little bit. Would be good if I had like no one in House District 31, no reports there. Court clerk. Let's update court clerk here real quick. I got to enter these numbers in real quick and share those with you. We have a little bit of a change, not a whole lot. And so these would be, is this the right one? Yes. Oops. And this actually should be a 0, or should be a 1. There we go. 1 out of 22. Cheryl with 69.43 official there. I think that's going to be the only local race here. Oh, actually, check that. Got another one coming in. For the county commissioner, 1 of the 6 is now reporting. Yeah, maybe next time I need to find a friend, and this would be a little bit better. But I'm kind of proud of these graphics, to be honest with you. So it wasn't a whole lot back in 2016, 2018. They weren't very good looking, but in fact, I didn't have any last time. But here is the county commissioner update. Cody Ellis lead dips a little bit, still 22 votes ahead of Mike Pearson. That is with 1 of 6 precincts recording. Mitchell Madison gains another 8 votes on that one there. Oops, excuse me. Got 2 different mouses, 2 different computers. State question 802, still passing fairly easy there. Guthrie School District. Actually, there no update there, but I did make a small error. It is not 13 precincts. It is 17. Go to the questions, make sure I'm not doing anything here. Daniel, that is a good question. Where are you getting your information from? I'm making it up. Sound good? So no, I'm not. I'm actually getting these numbers from the state election board office. Used to, we'd have to go to the election board and sit in a room and wait for the numbers to come in, and the election board people basically got tired of basically hanging out with me. So no, they came up with an online system here, so it's a lot easier to look up at the information and get it faster and look at the state races instead of having to calculate it all these together. So the state election board, their website has it. If you don't want to hang out with me or have a community here, but I'm updating them as fast as they come in. So that is where I get that information from. My good friend Aaron Ryburn, who I do a lot of stuff with, so I can help you next time and be off screen to put in numbers. That I think that would be a good thing. Eventually I'll get this all figured out, but just kind of proud of the graphics there, and I can go full screen there, or I can bring it in here a little bit as well. So do a refresh here. Again, this is going to go a little bit quicker. They're just waiting to come in, so it's kind of slow right now, but about this time to about 8 o'clock is when the numbers start rolling in here pretty quick. So it will pick up here quickly, especially for that county commissioner District 2 race. Only 6 precincts there for primarily east of I-35, southeast of I-35, and it does come across on the west side of I-35, District 2 area there for a little bit as well. But so we'll have those pretty quick, but they're a little bit further out, so it takes a little bit longer to drive to the Logan County Election Board. So that's why it takes a little bit there. Still no precincts reporting in House District 31. District 33, which is again Eastern Logan County, no precinct change in there. Court Clerk, we saw that one earlier, no precinct change there. County Commissioner District 2, still just the one precinct reporting so far there. United States Senator Abby Broyles on the Democrat side with 478 votes. She's out 64% again. If she can maintain that pace, it's now 64%. Should be. We'll update that as more numbers come in. But right now, 64, 65%. If she kept that right across the state, she'd be in good shape. And again, let's look at her numbers across the state real quick. I think most of us here, you know what, we'll wait a little bit, get more time. I think most of us here are interested in the local numbers. So if anything changes, just let me know, and we can, I'll be glad to look that up. So I just don't want to make sure we don't lose focus of all the races that we're probably interested here in Logan County. And then eventually we can look into the state numbers across the state. So. Yeah, Aaron, I appreciate you make it sound really nice. The graphics package, I literally made these between 4 o'clock and 5 o'clock today because I had a couple of meetings and then got behind schedule and all that good stuff. So actually, my wife made these, and I was able to give her how I thought it should look, and she actually made these graphics and then actually learned how to do it a little bit. So it does look a little bit there. Yeah, Josh, I didn't turn anybody down. I just didn't think ahead to do this. And last time I did it, it was okay. But when there's these, again, it'll pick up here a little bit. I'll be nonstop reporting here in a second, but and typing information and all that good stuff. So it's just waiting for these numbers to be driven to the election board and then put into the database there. This thing, I don't know if it refreshes on its own or not. All right, just precinct 206. I think that's going to be down south. Again, these are different precincts here. I'm getting different numbers from different people, but Travis Salee won pretty big down south. 220, is that twos? I bet that's two. 222 votes, 141 votes for Bradley Havner down in the south part. Look at stand by. I got a typo. Only one typo so far. That's good, and it's only one person would catch it because no one. I think it's this one. Oh, it is. Of course, it would be an educator to catch that, and I'm glad he did. Thank you. Save. Okay. I had another update here, so that one is off. Here is a report from Wood. Okay. That vote that I've just mentioned, that Travis Salee at 222 votes, 141 votes for Bradley Havner, was at the Woodcrest precinct there. If you voted at First Assembly, here are some of the numbers at First Assembly. Jim Inhofe won big there. 2 box. There we go. See here. Gary Mize at the District 31 at First Assembly. Again, these are just First Assembly numbers. Gary Mize got 200 votes compared to Carmen Greider's 39 votes. Again, this is at First Assembly, just one small precinct out of the 13 there. Abby Broyles got 73% of the votes for the United States Senator on the Democratic side. For county court clerk at First Assembly, Cheryl Watts got 168 votes. Jackie Wolfington got 65 votes. And then at First Assembly, Travis Lee got 240 votes. Bradley Havener with 143 votes. See if we can get some more updated information here. At another precinct, Travis Lee got 416 votes compared to Bradley Havener's 184 votes. So looks like Travis Lee is off to a good start on the few precincts that we have, along with the early numbers. We'll pull up the Board of Education. Again, those are the early votes there. We have not added in these individual ones quite yet, but we will add those as soon as we can. At another, okay, we've already gone over that one there. So appreciate those updates coming in, and we'll take a look at, see if we have any more updates, and then if not, we'll get to your questions here. Again, House District 31, waiting for this to refresh here. Gary Mize early with 74% of the vote. Cody Ellis early on with nearly 50% of the votes. And Senator District 30, still no reporting on the House District 31 numbers. Court clerk, I think, let's look at court clerk here. I think we will have an update. We will have an update here. Well, I guess I can just do this on screen. There's nothing to hide here. So 2 of the precincts are coming in. Jackie Wolfington now with 312 votes total, and Cheryl Watts now with 694. So the percentages stay right where they are at 69 and 31%, with 2 of the 22 precincts coming in. County Commissioner District 2, do we have 2 reporting here? Oh, we have an update here as well. So Mike Pearson now with 204 votes. Cody Ellis now with 225 votes. And Mitchell Madison now with 38 votes. So Mitchell Madison right now, 8% of the votes. And again, if Mike Pearson or Cody Ellis does not get 50% tonight, those 2 will run off in August for a runoff, primary runoff. There were no Democrats to file for County Commissioner District 2. So the winner of the Republican race, whether it be tonight or in August, will take office on January 1st for a 4-year term. Oops, excuse me there. All right. State Senator, again, only 2 precincts there. We'll update here in a little bit. State question still passing by 300 to 400 votes in Logan County. We'll look at it statewide as well. Guthrie School Board, do we have 1 precinct reporting? Okay. So we will update this one as well. And it is 1 precinct reporting, and the numbers now will move. Oh, nope. I didn't update the precincts. So no change there, although we've heard from 2 or 3 different precincts, and Travis Salee, one pretty big, and all 3 things that we know so far: Woodcrest, First Assembly, and the early voting as well. See if there's any questions. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Gary, Cody, go Carrie. Josh Seabolt, I thought we were friends. All right. Again, this will have its moments, and this is kind of cool to watch it as it unfolds, and also have a good time with each other and talk. You don't have to listen to me; you can have a good conversation with each other as well. Be nice, though. I mean, the election is over. The hay is in the barn. We can all be friends here, and we can just look at the numbers as they come in. So. See if we can update the state question here. See if we might have some new numbers here. South Point Baptist Church actually was host of 2 precincts. The voters who used to vote at Lakeview Church down on Seward Road, that precinct was actually moved to South Point Baptist Church. So South Point was 2 different precincts this go around. South Point in the school board race, Travis Lee 416 votes to 184 votes. That was the South Point vote there. Update. Let's see how state question 802 was, and I gotta be honest with you, the yes votes have it pretty dominant right now, 63.49% compared to 35% on state question 802. Of course, everybody gets to vote. Republican, Democrats, Independents, everybody gets to vote on the state question. Everybody gets to vote for the school board offices as well, and then after that, Republicans get the vote for the court clerk. They get the vote for the county commissioner. Republicans get the vote for House District 31. Again, House District 31 did not draw. A Democrat did not file for HD 31. So the winner tonight will have a 2-year term at the Oklahoma House of Representatives. Of course, with that, we're talking about Gary Mize and Carmen Greider. No movement quite there yet. And it looks like the stream is holding up well so far. I don't know if the youngest is on his Xbox or not, but the stream is holding on well. So that's good news. And this is we're past usually the toughest time for all the bandwidth. All right, let's go see if we have any progress. We do have one precinct reporting now on this election here between Carmen Greider and Gary Mize. Carmen now has 301 votes. Gary Mize increases to 727 as well as 4 percentage points. So Gary Mize out front right now, 71%. There was a lot of Facebook activity over the last couple of weeks on this race. It really didn't pick up a whole lot of statewide traction. There's some big races out there for state representatives that some of the websites that cover elections, they really give a whole lot of attention to this one. A lot of them thinking Gary Mize will come out fairly easy, and right now he is winning right now at 71%. But didn't really hear a whole lot on this race statewide from them. So that's probably a good sign for Gary Mize, who is looking for his 2nd term in office. Court clerk, it looks like we have an update there as well. We have 3. Yeah, we do have an update. We're going to go with 3 precincts reporting. Jackie Wolfington now stands at 380 votes, and Cheryl Watts Smith now with 835 votes. So Cheryl increases her percentage lead by 4 points. Now it's 69-31. Of course, no Democrat filed for the Logan County Court Clerk, so tonight's winner of the Court Clerk will be in office will be sworn into office somewhere around January 1st, January 2nd, January 3rd, however it falls this year. Also this year, the sheriff was up for Logan County Sheriff was up, and Sheriff Damon Devereaux did not draw an opponent. Also, Logan County Clerk Troy Cole was also up. She filed, did not draw an opponent. So Damon Devereaux, the sheriff, and Troy Cole did not draw opponents, so they will automatically go into office 1st of January. It's Damon's 2nd term, and Troy's. She's been at the county for a while, and she does a great job. And so she's around 3 or 4 terms now, somewhere in that area. Of course, she worked in the office before she became an elected official as well. Of course, everybody probably sees her a lot. If you watch the county commissioner meetings, we had one this morning, and Logan County actually ended their fiscal year tonight. I'm sure they're in their office working as the new fiscal year begins tomorrow. There will be another county commissioner meeting tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Here on Guthrie News Page, and then the excise board will meet after that as well. So it is a busy time for county government. on top of all these races here. So, all right. As that refreshes, make sure I'm not missing any questions. Oklahoma taxpayers, Kathy Hayes was terrible demise. There was a lot of Oklahoma Taxpayers Unite gave a lot of attention to that race between Carmen and Gary there. Any numbers on Damon? Yeah, Jason, I think Damon's going to sneak by tonight. All right. Not missing any questions there so far. Looks like everybody's holding on pretty strong. I appreciate everybody tuning in tonight as we do this together. And I forgot to send a news page text alert. Did some upgrades to the Guthrie news page app, by the way. Go there, check it out. It looks a little bit different. Not a whole lot different, but it is a little bit different. And we're going to be able to do some cool things with that here in a little bit. And I probably should have sent a text message alert, but looks like all the cool people are here already, so we'll be fine. Still no updates on the Gary race. Let's check out the school board, make sure I'm not missing anything there. County Commissioner, 2 votes, or 2 precincts. Yes, we got that right. So updated so far. United States Senator Jim Inhofe. Abby Broyles and Jim Inhofe are winning winning huge in the Logan County vote, and I certainly think those will be the big winners tonight as well. The only question, will they get over 50% in the state to avoid a runoff? And I would certainly think Jim Inhofe will get that. We'll look at some state numbers for Abby Broyles here in a little bit. She's the former Channel 4 reporter that is running for the U.S. Senator on the Democrat side of things. Corporation Commissioner Todd Hyatt is winning the Logan County vote, 78-22. They have 3 of the 22 precincts actually reporting. And you know what? We got time, right? We got time. Let's go ahead and add this up here real quick. Again, these are just Logan County numbers. We'll have the state numbers here in a little bit. Todd Hyatt, Hiett, if you're counting at home. And I know you are, 79% of the vote. House District 33, again, this sneaks into Logan County just a little bit. John Talley from Cushing. This is going to be a small 2 precincts in the eastern Logan County area. John Talley. So this is another one we'll have to look at statewide to see how that one does. And we can definitely do that, but I want to make sure we're not missing any numbers on the Logan County races as they come in. So court clerk, I don't think anything has changed there. 3 of the 22, we got that one right. Luther School Board, I won't spend a whole lot of time on that. I don't know how many people from Luther are watching or listening or care, but we're going, if they voted in Logan County, we're going to count it here tonight. And maybe, where are they at? I don't want to do a refresh because it takes a little bit longer here. So got through, there it is. And we're going to update this to 21. We're going to update this to 51. And we have 1 of the 2 precincts, so we won't spend too much more time on that one. There, next one is the Republican Senator. Again, Jim Inhofe. I've lost count at how long Jim Inhofe has been a U.S. Senator, but he does come to Guthrie very often. He flies his plane into Guthrie, and actually got to interview him a couple years ago. It was a good time, and he's been doing it for a long, long time. Those are the updated numbers there with 3 of the 22 precincts reporting there. Of course, that's a state race. Next one is the Democrat Center, and that's going to be Abby Broyles. Where is Abby? If you're a Democrat, not a whole lot to vote for except for this race here in State Question 802 and also the school board. Of course, if you're an independent, you can vote on the Democratic ballot. You cannot vote on the Republican ballot if you are an independent. And State Senate here. Is it at the very top? Am I missing it? Stand by here. Corporation Commissioner. There it is. Nope. I'm looking for the Democrat there. Sorry. 31, Clerk, Commissioner, found it. All right. 514, 72. The other thing I've been able to do is when I add these in here, I don't have to do percentages. In the past, I would always have to do the percentages. Now, I just type this in here, and look, changes it on its own. It's just fancy stuff here. I'm going to save that document in case something crazy goes on. Okay, we'll move on to state question 802. Again, this is just for Logan County. And it has 3 of the 22 reporting. We're just going to update these every so often. Again, I'm paying close attention to all the county races. So, because I don't think a lot of other places will report them or have as much of a care as we do here. So, let's get that in here real quick. Board of Education. The next 3 are local races. So let me make sure I'm not going to miss anything here. Let me make sure I'm not missing any questions here. Anything. Thank you, Amy. Yes, Sam has done she did a great job on this here, and credit to the wife. Absolutely. Christy, good to see you on here as well. Thank you. Oh, did that not go through? Where's Christy? Did it go through? There it is. Able to do a lot of this type of cool stuff here, the features. So, Daniel, I was talking earlier about Jim Inhofe being there forever, and he said Jim is just a name recognition that more than anything, I think. Very well, that's a valid point. He's been there for a long time. So, all right, let's see if we have any updates on our local races here. Oops. I don't know why it does that. All right. House District 31, we have an update here with 2 of the 13 precincts going on. And Carmen Greider now with 454 votes. Gary Mize now with 1,098. And Gary Mize back up to the 71% plateau for Gary Mize with 2 of the 13 precincts coming in. Court clerk, looks like we got a pretty big bump here. We now have 2 precincts reporting since we last checked in on this. So 5 of the 22 precincts reporting. Jackie Wolfington with 601. And it's just going to get a little bit of a bigger lead for Cheryl Watts Smith as she now has 1,381 votes to move her up to 67% of the vote. If it went 4 digits, it would actually be 66.97, but you get the idea. 67% for Cheryl Watts. Oops, excuse me. And County Commissioner District 2, we are halfway home on the Logan County Commissioner District 2. Of course, Logan County has 3 county commissioners. 3 of the 6 votes are in. Let's go backwards here. Mitchell Madison, again, who dropped out, now has 78 votes. And if it ended right now, these 2 gentlemen, Cody Ellis and Mike Pearson, if it ended right now, would go to a runoff in August, as neither one has that magical 50% number. So that's the only question here. Will Mike or Cody get 50% and avoid August? Right now, they will be headed to an August primary, but we're just halfway done. We got 3 precincts left in that race, and it is neck to neck. So if they don't get 50%, it really doesn't matter who finishes first or second or first. It does not matter. Both will go to a runoff. And those, I would certainly think those 78 votes that Mitchell Madison has right now, those 78 votes would go to somebody in a one-on-one race. So that is the update there. So that's interesting on that one there. So Mike Pearson looking for his 4th term. Cody Ellis looking for his 1st term. Cody Ellis works for District 1 and County Commissioner Marvin Goodman over there. Cody lives in District 2, works for District 1. And so Cody running for office for the first time. And let's update our school board here. We have an update. We do have an update. We now have 4 of the 17 precincts coming in. Again, everything that we have seen so far tonight has Travis Salee winning in all those categories. But again, only 4 of the 17 precincts are reporting right now. But Travis right now with 63% of the vote. And those are the updated county numbers. Make sure I didn't say anything. Everyone, okay, no comments there. Make sure I'm not missing anything. So again, 3 of the 6 precincts are in. Mike Pearson with a 12-vote advantage. And we've seen some close races before here in Logan County in the city of Guthrie. I remember Don Channel won by a handful of votes one year. Z. Thomas won by a couple of votes a couple years ago as well. And the District 1 race between Mark Sharpton and Marvin Goodwin was also close as well. And it looks like this will be another close race here. But again, if they don't get over 50%, doesn't matter who really finishes first or second. And then we have about two more months of campaigning for those 2 gentlemen. Make sure I'm not missing anything. All right, looks like everything is still set up. I feel like I should run a commercial or something, but internet's holding up good. The CPU is holding up good, so this is a good deal. Kaylee, Miss Wells asking about Monty Piercy. Monty Piercy won his race, what was that, 2 years ago, a year ago? I can't remember. I have a hard time remembering if it was last year or 2 years ago, but Monty, I think it had to be 2 years ago. I can't remember, but Monty Piercy not running, was not up for election this year. Of course, he is the District 3 County Commissioner for Logan County. He serves the northern part of the county. It does dip into Guthrie, but it primarily serves up north, Crescent, Maha, Orlando, all those places up there. But it does have a pretty good chunk in the Guthrie area. And it might, in fact, Monty's district, I believe, goes all the way over to the Pine and Prairie Grove area over there. Of course, we'll have the census coming out, and that will redistrict all that. District 1 is primarily to the south, and I think that will, and it goes off of the road districts, kind of goes off of population. So District 1 is going to shrink a little bit because a lot of people moving into the southern Logan County part. So that part will shrink a little bit, and so I would certainly think District 3 is going to increase in size. Just a little sidetrack there in some county government stuff. Of course, you can watch all their meetings here on Guthrie News page. I try to make every single one of them. I do miss a time or two, but I think I'm like 95% over the last couple of years in attendance, maybe if not more than that. So, all right, see if we have any more updates. Jim Inhofe still big. Todd Hyatt, Corporation Commissioner, still big in Logan County. District 31, 4 precincts. Is that what we had last? Let's see here. Oh, we have an update in House District 31. Yes, we do. Okay, we got 4 precincts come in. 4 of the 13 are in for Gary Mize and Carmen Greider. The run here. Carmen now with 558 votes, and Gary Mize now with 1,446 votes, as he again increases his lead. A lot of people talking Gary Mize possibly around the 65% plateau of winning tonight, and so far the people who follow it pretty close are pretty close in themselves. They said around 65% right now. Gary Mize at 72%. And again, Gary Mize is the heavy favorite in that race. Court clerk, we have an update. I think we now have 7. Yep, we do have a update here. 7 of the 22 precincts now reporting for the court clerk. 799 votes for Jackie, and for Cheryl Watts, it is now 1,697. And so that is now a 68% advantage for Cheryl Watts. Still 3 of the 6 precincts reporting for the county commissioner race there. Take a look at the school board race for Guthrie Public Schools. 6 of the 17 reporting. What do we have here? We have 2 more precincts coming in for Guthrie School Board. Bradley Havener, 735 votes. Travis Salee now with 1,259. Travis increasing his lead up 7%, now 63% of the vote. Again, Guthrie School District. Everyone inside all eligible voters inside the Guthrie School District getting to vote for this race. So you can be Eastern, Logan County, Northern, wherever you're at in the school district, you got the chance to vote tonight in the school board election. You know what? Let's real quickly. While we have a few seconds here, bear with me here. The other one that I'm interested in for the state side is the Congress, the Republican Congress. Let me find it here. United States. State Senator. I'm trying to find okay, I was on the wrong one, I think. Interested in the Congress, the 5th district. I guess that would be considered a local result. It's the one with the 9 Republicans in there. Kendra Horn, the 5th, the Congress, she's in there, and she did draw an opponent on the Democratic side. But who will she see in November? That's the one I kind of forgot about. Why am I having a hard time finding this? I'm still keeping close on the local numbers, folks. I promise I'm not missing any of that, but I want to see corporation, state rep, state senator, United States rep. I'm guessing that's considered a local race. All right, let's check the local numbers here real quick, make sure we're not missing anything. District 31, 4 of the 13, we do have that one still updated, correct. Court clerk, 7 of the 22, got that one correct. County commissioner, I know we have 3 of the 6 reporting on that one as well. The other cool thing I think I'll have next year is this will rotate on its own. When I'm not adding numbers, I think it'd be kind of cool if it slid on its own. We were working on that, but we ran out of time. So, again, maybe next year. U.S. No. Congress no. Is it just Oklahoma? It's not just Oklahoma County. I'm struggling here. Okay. Todd Hyatt. Tom Cole. Big advantage there. District 5. Okay, here we go. Stephanie Bice. This is a big race because the winner of the Republican will go on and face Kendra Horn in November. And they had nine filed for the United State Representative District 5 U.S. Rep. And Stephanie Bice has 28% of the vote, and Terry Neese has 33% of the vote so far in that one. Third is a distance David Hill at 16.27%. So looks like Stephanie Bice and Terry Neese appear to be heading for an August primary runoff in that one there. So that one's getting a lot of attention nationally as the Republicans are going after Kendra Horn's seat, the Republicans trying to get it back from the Democrats. So that one will bring in a national audience there on that one. But right now it looks like Stephanie Bice and Terry Neese will be heading to a runoff. Again, they got to get 50%. One of them has to get 50% to be the outcome winner there. So, okay. Got that out of my system. I apologize there. So I had to, on the state side of stuff. All right, let's see if we got an update on our local races here. Afterwards, I will try to have comments from the winners or some of the participants tonight. That will be my goal for an article for tomorrow. So thank you. Yes, with the Stephanie Bice and Terry Neese. That will be interesting to watch there. Okay. The other one that's kind of interesting was the other one. District 2 State Representative, that one, Joseph Silk, only 12% of the vote as Mark Wayne Mullen really pulling away with that one. I thought that one would be interesting to watch, but not really close for State Representative District 2. But okay. Sorry, I got sidetracked there a little bit. Let's go back to any Logan County numbers here reporting. Again, this is about when they start rolling in here a little bit faster. All the precincts driving to the Logan County Election Board to get the numbers shipped off there. All right. Senator District 31. Do we still have 5? Okay, we do have an update on House District 31. 5 of the 13, is that right? Yeah, 5 of the 13 reporting 727 votes for Carmen Greider, Gary Mize. Lead's going to come down. Nope, it's going to go up. It's going to go up by 2 percentage points. So Gary Mize now at 69%. So a lot of people I talked to, about 60, they were thinking 65% for Gary Mize, and he's going to be close to that number, it appears to be. District 33, we'll worry about that here in a little bit. Court clerk, we have to have an update there. We now have 3 additional precincts reporting, 10 out of the 22. So we're almost home on the court clerk votes here tonight. And Jackie Wolfington with 995 votes, and Cheryl Watt-Smith now with 2,114 as she increases her lead 68%. So we're starting to get an idea of how this might go tonight. As far as the county commissioner race, that one will be interesting. That is still up for any of those two to get 50%. That's the only thing. We'll go there real quick. Mike Pearson right now, 47% of the vote. Cody Ellis with 45% of the vote. Again, Mike Pearson was in the same situation in 2016 when he went up against Don Spencer and another gentleman. And Mike Pearson got 53% of the vote that night to avoid an August runoff. And it's going to come down to the final three precincts. That's going to be kind of fun to watch. If you're into that stuff, it's kind of cool to watch there. School board. Let's check on our school board folks there. And it looks like we will have an update. We have 2 additional precincts coming in for the Guthrie School Board seat. 8 out of 17 are reporting. Bradley Havener now comes in with 810 votes, still a distance behind Travis Lee, who continues to increase his lead, now up 64 to 36 percentage points there. So not quite doubled up. Somewhere in around 600 vote difference there on the school board. So those are the updates there. So let's kind of go over these again. County Commissioner, we've updated that. We have not seen anything different there. Actually, let me go in order here. Corporation Commission, again, these are just Logan County numbers. These are how we voted here in Logan County. It will determine statewide, and as we wrap it up a little bit later on, we can take a look at those state races there. But Todd Hyatt out to a comfortable lead. He will definitely win Logan County. As well, this gentleman, Jim Inhofe, will update these numbers here. 119, Jim with 245, excuse me, 224, 54, 145, and 545 votes. So you see the difference there, 75%, and that's what, go ahead and update all these. As soon as we update these, we'll go right back to our county numbers here real quick. And what was that for the Corporation Commission? They have also 10 of the 22 precincts reporting. Okay. Next race we'll take a look at here, House District 31. Make sure there's no update there. 5 of the 13 precincts are in. We got that updated correctly. House District 33, again, John Talley is the incumbent. And just only 2 precincts here. And we actually have 1 of the 2 in there so far. So most of that is going to be, I believe, over in is that Payne County. I think most Payne, maybe a little Lincoln. I can't remember, but it's one of those 2. I'm drawing a blank. Okay. Court clerk. Make sure nothing update there. 10 of the 22 precincts reporting. Yes. County commissioner, still 3 precincts reporting. United States Senator on the Democratic side of things, Abby Broyle, 816. That's Bill U with 179. 107 votes. And for Elizabeth, 295. And that is with 10 of the 22 reporting. Save that in case something silly happens. 802. Again, I'm a little surprised by this. We'll have to look at the state number here, but for Logan County, 2124 say yes. Oh, hold on. We've had a shift here in Logan County. We're going to have to check this out statewide now. The yes votes have quickly flipped over to the no votes. So, and that is with 10 of the 22 reporting. So we're going to have to get an update on the state side of things. A lot of people came out against it. Although the chambers, the state chamber, the Oklahoma City chamber, and the Tulsa chamber all came out in support of the 802, the Medicaid state question, if you will. But that has flipped in Logan County. School board for Guthrie Public Schools, 8 of the 17 still reporting. That is correct there. And then let's go ahead and update our friends in Luther. Can't forget about Luther. Nothing's changed. 1 out of the 2 still reporting. Good deal. All right. Good question. Oh, I forgot to do that. Jill Oaks, can you tell me the numbers on the Payne County Sheriff? Good question. That is another race that we can definitely look up here. Let me go up here. As we await the Logan County numbers to pop in, we can definitely take a look at the sheriff's race. Oops, I went to the wrong one. Stand by. Payne. Of course, Kevin Woodward took the spot after the Payne County Sheriff retired. I'm going with retired in that spot. So Kevin running there and running slow. Why is Payne County not? Let's try it again here. All right, Payne County Sheriff. There we go. Three running for that one, and again, same situation for the Payne County Sheriff there, Jill. Obviously, three candidates there on the Republican side. Got to get 50%, and right now, no one has 50% of the vote. With 20 of the 31 precincts reporting for the Payne County Sheriff, Kevin Woodward does have a 47.38% percentage. His the next to that is Joe Harper with 33.81%. So Kevin Woodward needs about 2.7 to get that 50% plateau. But right now, Kevin Woodward with about a 500 vote advantage over there in Payne County. I'm glad you brought that up, Joe. That's a good one to watch as well. Kevin, of course, has some ties to Logan County. Worked at the Logan County Sheriff's Office there for a little while. All right, back to Logan County and taking a look at some of our local races. Make sure we haven't seen any changes there. Click the wrong one, so stand by here. Oops. All right. Stand by. Running a little slow here. All right. Senator District 31. House District 31, 7. We do have an update there. 7 of the 13. And I do believe there are 13 precincts for that one. That's what I'm showing anyway. Carmen Grider. And these numbers are going to stay pretty flat here. Carmen Grider with 822 votes. Gary Mize, 1,889 votes. So a little bit of a bump there for Gary Mize. Now at 70%. Of course, this is a 2-year term at state representatives. State senators have 4-year terms, but state representatives have 2 years, and they can only serve. They have term limits up to 12 years, so they can win 6 of them, and then they're termed out. And just like Gary Mize ran in 2018 and won, Jason Murphy was term limit out, so he was not able to run. Gary Mize ran last year, won that race, and is looking for a re-election here tonight. So that is an update on House District 31. We'll get to House District 33 again. It's just kind of a small sample here in Logan County. Court clerk, take a look at there. We do have 2 extra precincts, additional precincts reporting. Get it out here right. And looks like these numbers are going to stay pretty flat. As we're now a little over halfway on the court clerk spot. So it looks like Cheryl Smith has a pretty good advantage going down the stretch run. And it would take a pretty big effort for Jackie Wolfington to come back in that race. But you never know. When we get these numbers, we're not sure what precinct are coming in. Some are larger than others, and so more voters turn out in certain parts of the county. So I'm not sure what precinct they are, but I will tomorrow, maybe late tonight, but probably tomorrow, I'll be able to break down each precinct and tell you how everybody voted, and that's my plan. Although I won't be able to get to it. It's either a late night tonight or early afternoon for the election results, because I have some meetings in the morning. So, but I will get them out as soon as I can. Just some additional information to see how voters turned out on that one. So, anyway. State question 802. Okay, we need to take a look at that statewide. 12 of the Let's go ahead and update this one here for Logan County. And if we're just being honest here, which I don't know why we wouldn't, but I really thought the no votes would win fairly easy. But that's not the case here in Logan County. Although it's 57%. Let's go ahead and take a look at that statewide. See how that one goes. A lot of people don't like adding a lot of stuff to the state constitution because once it goes in, it's kind of hard to get it out of there. So that was one of the things that the people who were against it, of course, a lot of rural hospitals. Bobby Stitt at Mercy, Logan County, wrote a column on Guthrie News Page, submitted a column to Guthrie News Page about how important State Question 802 is. And so, here we go, get the state question here in just a second. This is statewide. So we have about 600 precincts still to report on State Question 802. And right now, the yes votes have it by less than 17,000 votes. So 51 point, basically round up, 52% of the votes statewide says yes to State Question 802. Meanwhile, as you see on your screen, Logan County, 57% of the voters say no right now. So that's another state question that will be determined late into the night. Well, hopefully not too late in the night, but here it is at 8:35, and that one will be interesting to watch till the end. Too close to call. Is that what the professionals say? All right, we are going to take a look at some local numbers here. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Megan helping us out on the Payne County Sheriff race there. Kevin, which would be Kevin Woodward, has 47%. Joe Harper, 34%. Checked a few minutes ago, 65 precincts are in. That again, that's for the Payne County Sheriff's race. And whether it be Kevin or Joe, one of them's got to get 50%. If they don't, they will head to August. Yeah, I was going to get to this in a little bit, and I'm glad Stacy brought that up. Decent Logan County voter turnout, absolutely. It looks like a very good turnout so far on there, and I will also look to break that down in the coming days, as well as I'll be able to look at how many Republican voters voted, how many Democrat voters, how many independent, libertarians, put it all together and get a percentage of the people who voted, if you're kind of into breaking it down that way. But kind of enjoy taking a look at that. But yeah, Stacy, I think pretty good numbers were coming in. It was a fun election. The ballots. 3 or 4 ballots, and you had a state question, you had county races, you had statewide races. So it was school board races. So it was a fun election to follow. Okay, let's take a look at some of our updates here. House District 31. Last time we do have an update here. 8 of the 13 are in, so only 5 remain out there. And it looks like it will be Gary Mize in 2020 as he continues to have a comfortable lead. Still now back up to 70%. If you want to go a little bit further, it's 70.36% of the vote. But Gary Mize looks like he's headed back to the state capitol for a 2-year term. Still 5 precincts to report. And again, we don't know the size of the precincts that are still left, so I don't want to call it just quite yet. And also, that's a good thing, a reminder, I'm sure everyone has seen it millions of times already, but all results are unofficial until certified by the Logan County Election Board on July 5th. So if there's a race too close and a candidate wants to protest, they can take the election board and they're going to look at all the numbers. But hopefully everything goes smooth sailing, and the election board will certify all these numbers on Friday to declare the winner. So these are unofficial, if you will, but unless there's something that happens that we're not aware of, hopefully that is not the case. But big credit to Shalene and her crew at the Logan County Election Board. They do a good job. And all the poll workers, thank you. I had some family members work their poll for the first time, their precinct poll there. I haven't found out how it went for them today, but Yeah. Thank you to all those men and lady who help us go through the election line as smooth as possible. I know I vote at First Assembly here in Guthrie, and Sally and her crew do a great job every single time I go in. They give me a hard time, but that's okay. But thank you to all those great precinct workers out there. And if you want to do it, you go to the election board. You have to watch a little video, and then I don't know if it's a test or what, but it's a real easy process. So if you want to help out in some way, definitely do that. Shalene and the crew will gladly take the help. Okay. Let me look at something here real quick. I might be missing nothing major, but it might be a little miscue here on my part. Look it up here. Yeah. Okay. Thank you to the anonymous texter. I appreciate that. And it took you 2 times for me to realize that. But there are 16 precincts for House District 31. Of course, there's 13 in Logan County and 3 in Oklahoma County. So I apologize. With that being said, though, there is 1 additional precinct, and so now with 16 instead of the 13 precinct, I had that. Again, thank you to the person who let me know that. With that said, the percentage numbers are going to be almost identical, but you got to count all of them. That Gary Mize goes up a percent point there. It's actually 70.76, but in the Guthrie news page formula, we round up. Even numbers make it a lot easier for us. All right. So again, thank you. So let me save that real quick. So there are 16 precincts, 13 in Logan County, 3 in Oklahoma County. And thank you very much. All right. Let's get an update on Logan County numbers here real quick. See if there's anything that has changed. Definitely take a look at the county commissioner race. We had the 3 precincts come in, but we have not seen a whole lot here recently. And looks like we have an update on the court clerk. We do. Let me check the commissioners real quick for you. Nope, no change on the county commissioner. We do have an update on the court clerk. 16 of the 22, so we're about done with this race here. Jackie Wolfington now with 1,305 votes. Cheryl Watt Smith with 2,714, and Cheryl increasing her lead, now 68% of the vote with only 6 precincts left to go. So it now looks like it would be a pretty big miracle for Jackie Wolfington to come back in that race. But we'll wait just a little bit longer to make sure those numbers, and they have been all night in favor. Cheryl Watt Smith and Gary Mize have led the entire way by a pretty big margin there. So there's an update on that race. Check our school board race real quick, as we have 13 of the 17 reporting, and we got 5 precincts reporting, additional precincts reporting. So 13 of the 17 are in. Let's see how this comes out. 1108 for Bradley Havener, and Travis Lee now at 2,035 votes, and Travis Lee has grown by 8 percentage points. So with 4 precincts left, it's safe to say that it looks like Travis Lee will win re-election here for the Guthrie School Board. Office number 7. Again, all voters in the school district get to vote. This office number 7 on top of your screen is in the southern part of the county. I believe there's two offices kind of down in the south part of it, but Travis Lee with 65% of the vote there, with just 4 precincts left to go. Make sure I'm not missing any comments there. Yeah, Adam, update on District 2, County Commissioner, race, please. Absolutely. And we just looked at that a second ago and did not see any updates. They come in pretty quick. It's slow to begin with, and they come in pretty quick, and then they slow down. You're waiting for those 1 or 2 precincts to come in, and that's where we're kind of at on District County Commissioner race there. Appreciate everybody staying with it here. It's been a pretty quick night, and everyone looks to be steady on the feed tonight. And glad we can kind of do this. And technology has come a long way, so we can kind of go over these together and talk with each other in the comments and look at comments and all that good stuff. So again, a big thank you to the wife for making the graphics here. I learned a little bit more about Excel. I have a hard time with the formulas. I can do the layout and all that good stuff, but it's the formulas that I have a struggle with. I need to do a class on that. All right, let's do a refresh here on our county numbers. Again, let's take a make a few notes here real quick. Update on the Stephanie Bice. Stephanie Bice still with Terry Neese. Terry Neese with the majority of the votes so far. 3,000 more votes than Stephanie Bice. So it looks like Terry Neese and Stephanie Bice will go to a primary runoff in August for the right to take on Kendra Horn, the incumbent, the Democratic incumbent, in November. Kendra Horn is on the ballot tonight, but expected to win big there. I guess let's just make sure Kendra Horn is going to run big. State Senator, Democrat. That's going to be the 5th district. Kendra Horn, 87% of the votes. So, yeah, she will move on to November. Who she will go against, we not quite sure yet. Okay, update here on Logan County numbers. Oops. Give me a second here. Again, we're watching closely. The one to watch tonight, it appears to be the I think Gary Mize has wrapped up House District 31 tonight. I believe Cheryl Watt-Smith has claimed the court clerk spot tonight for Logan County. I think Travis Saleh is going to claim the Board of Education slot tonight as well. The only one that we don't know about for sure is the county commissioner race. And last time we saw there was 3 precincts reporting, and we're going to do an update here. Court clerk, let's do this real quick. Court clerk, make sure we're in update. 17 of the 22 in for court clerk. Update this. 1321. Cheryl now at 2761. So Cheryl continues to increase that there. Still no update on the county commissioner race. 3 of the 6 precincts still reporting. We're still waiting on those final 3 to come in. I keep checking my phone because I might be able to see if we can find an early winner in District 2. But I was hoping we'd be able to have that before the final numbers come in, but it does not look like that's going to be the case. School board, Travis Lee, 13 to 17. Yep, nothing's changed there as well. Check my comments out there. Real quick, let's check up on Payne County as we await numbers. I didn't see any questions or comments, so we'll just check on that here real quick. Payne County Sheriff, still 47.97% for Kevin Woodard, so he needs 2.03 to get over that 50% plateau to avoid an August runoff with Joe Harper. And I'll go ahead and click favorite. If there's any races statewide, let me know. Actually, let's take a look at state question 802. State questions. State question 802, and we got about less than 300 precincts out across the state. Over 505,000 people have voted so far, with still more precincts come in right now. If it ended right now, the yes has it at 51.11%. That's a statewide vote. Of course, looking here in Logan County, 57% says no to Medicaid program there, and so that's going to be another close one to watch. Annette says I didn't get a school board ballot. Annette, I guess my questions would be: do you live in the Guthrie School District? Do you live in the Luther School District? If you don't live in those school districts, you would not have gotten a ballot. But if you do live in those school districts, you should have gotten a ballot. Not sure exactly on that. Annette, I do believe. I do believe I think you live in the Guthrie School District, if I remember correctly. Yeah, if whether you're independent, Republican, Democrat, you should have got a ballot for the school board, no doubt about it. All right, we do have an update on House District 31. There are 16 precincts, not 13. There are 16. I'm glad someone is paying attention. I've been in trouble. Okay, 1, 2, 5, 7 votes for Carmen Greider. Gary's going to come down a few percentage points. Actually, 69%. Still a pretty big lead, a pretty big night for the incumbent, Gary Mize. And then that one had a lot of social media traction on that as well. Hope everyone's precinct was good. I voted this morning after my meetings about 10:30, 10:45, somewhere in there, able to walk in and walk right back out. There were a few people in there voting, so it was a pretty quick process. I had a friend text me right about 7 o'clock when the polls closed, and he said there was a little bit of a line to get in there, but it was a good crowd there. And I have a good friend said I'm having a good hair day. Not too bad. Surprised he didn't put it out in the Publix. Glad he didn't, but Kevin Kraft wishes everyone a good day. I won't go any further, but he says have a good day. All right, let's take a look here. County Commissioner, come on. Have an update for us, please. Click the wrong one. Stand by, my bad. Of course, if if someone does get 50% of the vote between Cody Ellis and Mike Pearson, if Mike wins it tonight, he will stay in office. If Cody wins tonight by 50% or more, Cody would take office at the first of the year in January is when he would take office. Okay, we do have an update on the county commissioner. I'm going to tease you a little bit. I'm going to put the court clerk numbers in here real quick. 19, make sure I got, okay. 19 were coming in. And Jackie now stands at 1690 and 3416 for Cheryl. So Cheryl back up to 67% of the vote. Here we go, county commissioner. There are now 4 of the 6 precincts reporting. 4 of the 6 are in. And amazing, Mitchell Madison. Again, Mitchell Madison dropped out of the race, endorsed Mike Pearson, but still picks up 103 votes. So if you ever want to run for office, you would have people vote for you no matter who you are, at least. So, but Mitchell Madison has 103 votes, and will that be the difference in a runoff? And right now, there would be a runoff. Cody Ellis right now with 702 votes. Mike Pearson with 717 votes. So Mike Pearson with 15 more votes than Cody Ellis. And Mike has a 47.11 advantage over Cody Ellis at 46.12. But again, I've said it over and over and over with 2 precincts left. One of these guys got to get 50% or it's back on the campaign trail for a couple months, until the August election. And help me out. Is it August 22nd? I know my few friends out there know the exact date, but I think it's August 22nd. Don't hold me to it. I'm just a complete guess there. So there's our good friend Kevin. Good to see you, Kevin Kraft. By the way, Kevin Kraft has State Farm down, and this is free. Kevin, you owe me a snow cone. This is a free plug for you. Kevin Kraft, congratulations. He's a State Farm agent, and tomorrow, July 1st, will be his 5th year here in Guthrie. And so congratulations, Kevin Kraft. Kevin, of course, a big part of the Guthrie Public Schools for winning 2 State Farm grants that help with the playground equipment at Charter Oak. And the other one was at Central Elementary. So so there, you owe me a snow cone, Kevin. There you go. But yeah, congratulations. That's a cool deal. 5 years. By the way, if you're counting at home, and I know you are, Guthrie News Page turned 9 years old middle of this month. I forgot all about that day. I have it in my phone. Totally forgot. I think it's June 14th. Totally forgot to put it out there, but that's okay. We'll have a big celebration next year. Take a look at election numbers here real quick. Thank you. See, don't take my word for it. Joanna says August 22nd is a Saturday. We will definitely not be voting on August 22nd. So thank you. Thank you for that. Somebody will have the answer, I promise you, here in a little bit. Blake Whimsy. Thank you, Blake. Appreciate that. Someone Googling up the primary. You guys are going to make me look it up. It's something I'm going to need. Election dates, Oklahoma. I saw it earlier. I just didn't go to it. Election calendar. August 25th. I was close. August 25th. August 25th. Write that down. That might make the Guthrie News Page article. August 25th. Okay. With that information in, let's see if we have an update. I don't know why it does that to me. It's 9 o'clock. This is It feels a little bit longer than normal, but all right. Let's take a look at district. All right. Still 4 of the 6 reporting for the county commissioner. So we're still, that's the one that we're waiting on, county, locally anyway. Let's go ahead and check our school board votes here. 15 of the 17 reporting in this one. And Travis Salee has led the entire night in this race, and it is fair to say we can call Travis Salee the winner of the Guthrie School Board seat tonight. Still 2 precincts left, but his lead is only increasing right now at 65%, 64.69 to be exact, but 65% of the vote, and Travis Salee with a convincing win. Anything really in my book, I don't know what the political people say. Of course, 50% plus 1 vote is the ultimate the win there, but I would certainly say 65% of the vote is pretty is a dominant win, I would think. It's kind of at the number that I look. If it's 65 or higher, it was a dominant performance there, and Travis Salee so far with that number as well. So let's do one refresh here and kind of go through all these together. I will first check the county commissioner race before I do that. Make sure there's no new numbers there, and then we'll go through each one of these separately here. Keep fighting this. Thank you, Jeanette. August 25th. Yes, if Cody Ellis or Mike Pearson don't get 50%, the runoff would be August 25th. Thank you for finding that for me. Cody Knox, congrats on 9 years. My Storm team turns 3 years this year in October. Congratulations on that, Cody. It's amazing. The more years you get it on there, the more features you can add. So it's a cool thing to watch, and you do a good job on your stuff as well. And Aaron Ryburn, thanks, Kevin, for all you do for the community. Absolutely. Okay, let's real quickly check on. Still 4 of the 6 for this race right here. We still got 4 of the 6 reporting. Numbers are correct. Okay, always want to make sure your numbers are right. So let's go in order here real quick. Again, these are Logan County numbers as they come in. Corporation Commission, again, this is a state race, so these are just Logan County numbers. Once we get everything in, we can kind of take a big picture of everything, but we want to make sure we get all of our county numbers in before we go to that. So, except for the state question, that one will be watched. So Todd Hyatt looks like he's definitely won the Logan County race, and we certainly think he would win the state race as well. Let's take a look at the Republican senators there. 215, Jim Inhofe, 4147, 247, and 8. That's the numbers there. District 31. I can't look at it there because there are 16 precincts total. We'll get to House District 31 here in just a second. Still, okay, we do have an update here. 3 precincts left. Again, Gary Mize has led the entire way in this race. And numbers are going to come down just a little bit for Gary, percentage-wise, but still in cruise control tonight. In fact, Gary Mize, you can go ahead and chalk it up. Gary Mize, the winner tonight in District 31. 67% of the vote. And if you kind of go off of my unofficial thinking, and it's very unofficial, trust me, anything over 65 is pretty dominant. And Gary's been over that number for 40 of the night. Okay, District 33, again, just a small portion in that race. Maybe we can look at here in a little bit. And both of those precincts are reported. So this race is done as far as Logan County is concerned. We'll take a look at it here statewide. John Talley, the incumbent. Court clerk, we now have 20 of the 22 precincts reporting. So we've had one additional precinct report since we last took a look at it. Jackie now with 1,727 votes, and Cheryl Smith with 3,495 votes, and she's now at 67%. So Cheryl Watts, this is her second time to file. She ran unopposed in 2016, running here in 2020, and she will be elected to another term as the Logan County Court Clerk, as there's no Democrat on the ballot in November. So she will be sworn into office for her 4-year term come January. All right, still no update on the county commissioner race. Still 2 precincts left, and that one right now is only a 15 vote difference. And it was going to happen. Mitchell Madison was going to get votes. I'm surprised with the 103 votes. I'm really surprised, and either voters didn't know that he had dropped out, or maybe they didn't want to vote for Mike and they didn't want to vote for Cody, but they wanted to vote, so they vote for the other guy. Who knows on that deal? But 103 votes is a lot of votes in a 3-way race when someone dropped out, because with Mitchell Madison filing back in April and then dropping from the race just last week, although he dropped, his name was still on the ballot. You print the ballots out. You never know who's going to drop or not drop. So obviously the ballots were printed. There he is, and those 103 votes will probably, right now, those 103 votes would make a August 25th runoff. So we'll see. 2 precincts left, but to get 50% is going to be quite hard for those two to do it. But we've seen weirder things. Okay, Democrat Center for Logan County, 20 of those are now reporting. Abby Broyles. Abby did come to Guthrie a few times, I do believe, and spoke to a group of citizens in the Guthrie area. I remember I had something going on that night. I probably would have stopped in on that, but I was doing something. I can't remember what it was. I didn't get invited, but I think I would have dropped in. Okay, 802 question here for Logan County. 3232 and 4649. Got that right. School board for Guthrie Public Schools, 15. That has not changed. And for the Luther, did we get our second one in there yet? We did. Okay, so we can put a cap on Luther here in Logan County. Yes, there is Luther. You know, a lot of people, there's a school district, the school district in Luther comes into Logan County, as just like Deer Creek comes into Logan County. Edmond North comes into Logan County. Obviously Cashin comes into Logan County. Coyle goes between Logan and Payne. So school districts go across county lines. A lot of you know that. Some might not have. Let's update this here real quick. 25 and 60. So congratulations to Brandon Rogers. You won 2 of the precincts in Logan County. All right. Let's do a refresh here first for... I want to check the county commissioner race before I go to any other race here. Oops. Stop. We're just not going to get along. It's going to take me out. Okay. Any questions, comments? JC, you need to get in there for this. Certainly do. Looks like we have some people paying close attention to the race. Gina. Became Facebook friends this week. Nice to meet you, Gina. She says, go Mike. Jaron? Yep, Jaron says Cody Ellis. All right, Gina, are those official numbers? I saw them on there. I didn't know if those were all 6 precincts, not official, but are those all 6 precincts reporting? That's my question. Update here. Oh, we do. Okay. Gina, thank you for that update. Let's go to County Commissioner, and let's go ahead and make this one official. I do believe unofficial, it'll be verified at the election board on Friday, but Mike Pearson with 1,060 votes. Looks like he got it, but I haven't put in Cody's numbers yet. 965 and 157 for that. And Mike Pearson. And it's 49%, and all 6 precincts are in for County Commissioner District 2. It says 49%, but the official number tonight is 48.58% for Mike Pearson. Again, him or Cody needed 50% to win the race tonight. Neither one wins the race. They will go to an August 25th primary runoff. So they are back on the campaign trail. The difference tonight is 157 votes. Let's just do something here real quick. So if I'm trying to think how many I'll have to do this later. I don't want to bore everybody, but I'm curious at how many votes Mike would have needed to get to that 50% plateau to become the overall winner, and we'll deal with those numbers later. So that is that was close. Again, Mike ran in 2016 with 2 challengers as well. Got 53% back in 2016. Tonight does not get that. Only gets 48.58% of the vote. So Republican voters in District 2 will go out and vote. So it looks about 2,182 voters will have a ballot in Logan County, as House District 31 only has 2. Court clerk only has 2. So, yep. So 2,182 folks will get the vote for the county commissioner. And so Mitchell Madison will drop off the August 25th ballot. And so if you're Cody Ellis and if you're Mike Pearson, there are at least 157 votes out there for their campaign to get it. Again, once it gets to August 25th, it's majority wins. Majority wins that day. So interesting. That's Cody Ellis. That's the first time to run for office that I'm aware of, and so that's a good strong outing by Cody. And I've known Cody, I think almost all of his life. I know we were both little. He's a little bit younger than me, but I remember him growing. I know he's younger than me, growing up, and talked to Cody a few times. And Cody is a good person. I like Cody, and does a lot of great things. So. Congratulations to him. So he is in a runoff, and it back on the campaign trail. Mike Pearson, he'll be hard to beat. I mean, Cody has his work cut out for him because Mike is out and about all the time in his district, talking to a lot of people all the time. So it'll be just because Mike got majority of the votes tonight. Excuse me, I should be on that one talking about it. So, although Mike got 95 more votes tonight than Cody, That doesn't automatically Mike wins it in August. So that will be fun to watch. And the campaign trail begins. It was that will be interesting to follow. We will definitely do that. Okay, let's check on House District 31 again. So let's go over these here real quick, and we'll kind of sum it up because I know a lot of you probably ready to sign this off. And so we'll go through each race here a little bit with the unofficial numbers, and we'll take a look at it here. 1699. We'll go through each one here. Before everyone starts signing off, thanks for tuning in. All that good stuff. Thank you. And we will for sure do it on August 25th once again. So tonight, County Commissioner-wise, Mike Pearson wins the majority vote here on the June 30th ballot, but does not get enough votes to go over 50%. So the August 25th will go against Cody Ellis. As we mentioned, Mitchell Madison name will go off the ballot. So there are, again, 157 votes out there to get, assuming those 157 votes go out to the polls on August 25th. You got to go out there and remind voters, if you're Cody and Mike, to do that. House District 31, still waiting on 2 precincts to report here. Gary Mize has been around 68 to 71% of the vote the entire night. Gary Mize wins re-election as his second time to run for election, and he wins it again. School board tonight, Travis Lee, still with 2 precincts to report here. Make sure there's no update here on that. Yeah, okay, so we can go official numbers here on the school board. 17 out of 17 are in. These will be the final numbers here on the school board race. So Travis Lee with the 64% victory tonight. That's, the magic number for me, 65%. That is a pretty dominant win. Travis tonight gets 64.4%. Still a convincing win for Travis Lee, who wins another 4 years on the Guthrie School Board. So congratulations to him. State question 802 for Logan County. State question 802. This is this is final in Logan County. And let's take a look. The final numbers in Logan County on state question 802, 3,616, 5,235. 59% of the voters say no in Logan County, and those numbers are final. Let's, while we're on this topic real quick, let's go to the state question here. State question 802. Statewide, this one's close. Only a difference of about 5,000 votes. And right now, the yes votes have it with 50.52%. No votes, obviously, at 49.48. And there are, let's get the exact number here. There are just 224 precincts left in the state to be reported in. So that one's still too close to call on that one. Right now, yes votes have it on state question 802. Interesting. Okay. Next one, Democratic Center. So all the numbers for Logan County should be in. And let's go over that real quick, and then we can call it a wrap. I got to do some updating on the website because I will be gone all day tomorrow. 22, Abby Broyles. These are final numbers for Logan County. All 22 precincts are in. So all the precincts came in and recorded by 9:15 tonight. That's not too bad with all the activity tonight in Logan County on the voters. So that one is correct there. Let's go to the Republicans on this one again. Jim Inhofe, the big winner in Logan County. We expect the same thing to be in the state of Oklahoma. All 22 of these are in. 241. And 1,002. Luther School District, that is the final there. Court clerk, let's go ahead and get the final numbers there for Cheryl Watt Smith. All 22 for her are in. And again, Cheryl was in the lead the entire time tonight from the early votes to the last precincts. 1947 to 39-19. So Cheryl gets 67% of the vote tonight. Another 4-year term for the Logan County Court Clerk. Congratulations to her. House District 33, 2 of the 2 reporting there. And the Corporation Commission. Todd Hyatt led the entire way there, but let's go ahead and make this official for Logan County. And then we will take a quick look at the state stuff real quick, and then we will sign off of here. I know everyone has other things to do. I don't want to take all of your time. And again, appreciate everybody tuning in, and hopefully there were some cool additions, the graphics and all that good stuff. And maybe we'll add to it, maybe have someone come on so I'm not rambling the entire time, but always looking to get better. So anyway, okay, let's take a look at some of the state stuff real quick. Well, we don't have a final number on House District 31 quite yet. There's still one precinct left. Those slow pokes in Oklahoma County not getting it in fast enough, but not going to be a huge difference here in the final numbers. Of course, I'll have them in an article, but Gary Mize right now officially 66.72%. Okay, let's look at this one last quick here as far as State Question 802. Not much has changed. Still a little over 200 precincts still to report there. So those have been the Logan County numbers tonight. Make sure I'm not missing any comments. Travis Lee on here as well. Congratulations to you. Congratulations there. And this is great sportsmanship here. Bradley Havener telling Travis Lee, congratulations. I wish you well and hope you have a successful term. That is mightily kind of you, Bradley Havener. Very cool to see that. Very, very cool. Very, very cool. Not all races are like that. Not all races are like that. So, Kathy Hayes. Good point there. So very few things will be on that August 25th ballot. I predicted it will be decided by less than 10 votes. And Kathy very well could be right. We've seen multiple races as of late to have 10 votes or less. I mentioned it earlier. Gaylord Z. Thomas had, he was close on his. I do believe Don Channel's council run was with Cheryl Padgett was decided by 10 or less votes. I think it was like 7, I think. I can't remember exactly. So, yeah, Kathy, you're exactly right. I think that will be, there's 150 some odd voters out there to persuade. You got to get your voters out there too. The ones that came out and vote today for Mike or Cody, they got to come out on August 25th. Again, those 157 out there. So, anyway, okay. Well, I think that will probably wrap it up. Again, thank you for everyone for tuning in, and hopefully everything went smooth. We got the information out as fast as we can right here on Guthrie News page, and I will continue to follow up with a lot of things on the site, some poll breakdowns and registered voters who voted and who didn't vote, the percentage and all that good stuff. So that will do it. Thank you, everybody, and stay tuned for more exciting stuff here on Guthrie News page. Thank you for everybody for contributing. Thank you for all the text messages to help me out. I had one typo, and I missed 3 precincts as well. So other than that, I did pretty good. I come through it, working through it quick. Again, all numbers are unofficial until the Logan County Election Board approves them on Friday, which is July 5th. Have a great 4th of July. Be sure if you pop fireworks in the city limits of Guthrie to get your permit. You don't want to be visited by our good friends at the fire department or the police department. So if you're going to pop fireworks, get your permits in city limits. I'll have an update on that as well on Guthrie News page. Thanks again. Enjoy the rest of the night. So long.